Is it too late? Question mark. That's something that's been posed to me. Is it too late? What do you guys think?
Let's talk about it. That's what the report's all about, isn't it?
Not even close. No, we haven't even started. I think that we are right on the precipice, like I was saying a minute ago. I think that these moves that we've seen in Solana and AVAX and Bitcoin and Ethereum just recently, since October 17th, we've seen on a percentage basis what are big moves. But, I'm starting to think that we ain't seen nothing yet. That's what I'm starting to think.
Let's go.
So let's dive into this report, you guys, and let's talk about what the key drivers are for this next bull cycle in crypto that I think is coming real soon. So the first driver, but by no means the most important driver, just one of the four, is the Bitcoin ETFs, hopefully coming in January. Now, there are a dozen Bitcoin ETFs, and this has the potential to inject tens of billions of dollars of liquidity into the market from not just institutions, but retail investors. And now, why is this so darn important? It's not important just for the fact that there could be significant additional liquidity flowing into crypto, but also because this could potentially bring more regulatory clarity to the crypto space. As these big institutions get approval from the SEC to launch spot Bitcoin ETFs, hopefully that also means that other institutions start to join this bandwagon, and we start to see from Congress, more clarity on, we need to know, how is crypto going to be taxed? Because when I'm taking a look at IRS filings, it seems like it's just kind of a fugazi. There's no clear framework for DeFi, and it's challenged. There needs to be regulatory clarity. And I think that the Bitcoin ETFs are a massive step in the right direction. And that clarity removes so much uncertainty, which allows big institutions to dip their toes in this crypto market. And more capital in the market means new innovations, new products, and new adoption by the mainstream. So, mom and pop investor being able to buy the IBTC, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF means all of a sudden crypto is not some type of, difficult to understand, taboo asset class anymore. Now this is going to become something that is mainstream. And, we're talking about drivers for the bull run. And this is just one of them, and by no means the biggest one. And, the next driver, and I think that that's coming in January. So, today's December 15th. We're looking at a bit of a Santa Claus rally right now in, traditional markets and in crypto. And so, when we look at, okay, well, in January, if we get these ETF approvals, I think that we're going to start to see some real big inflows into crypto. But the ETFs are just the first step, and by no means the biggest step. The second step is the halving event. And the halving event, this has traditionally been viewed as the start of a new bull cycle in crypto. Usually it was just in reference to Bitcoin, but because Bitcoin is the market leader, when whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market is going to follow. And, when we take a look at previous halving events, they have marked the beginning of a new bull run in crypto. Now, for me, I think that the bull run has already started. And I think that the halving event will just add more fuel to the Bitcoin fire, so to speak. But what that means, what the halving event actually means, is the inflation rate of Bitcoin will be cut in half. So Bitcoin is inherently deflationary. And with a more scarce asset after the halving event, the only reaction function can be that price increases. So really looking forward to the ETFs plus the halving event, but that's not it. There are two more drivers, and in my opinion, these are the largest drivers and the most important drivers of, significant liquidity flowing into not just crypto, but all markets. And these two drivers need to be viewed, I think, in conjunction with one another. They need to be viewed together, taken together, the presidential election and the Fed. So, last night I couldn't sleep. I was up reading all night about, historical examples of the Fed as an institution basically governed by the presidency, governed by the executive branch. They're supposed to be independent.